Hey guys, I'm Paso. Today we're going to be reviewing Dragon Riders, a mod for Valheim that adds dragons. The mod is created by Yggdrah, and let's get right into it. So, starting off over here, we have a chest I've set up here, a table with some dragon eggs, and a saddle. We've got a little pig over there, and some armor. These are all the things that the mod adds, and I'm going to walk you through it now. So, starting off, to get the dragon eggs initially, we're going to have to defeat Moda, which is the mountains boss, which is the fourth boss of the game. So we can fight her up in the mountains, which there's no mountains near me here, but that's alright. And when we defeat her, we're going to be getting the dragon's tear and her head, which are very necessary crafting components for the essentials of this mod here. I've just got this little chest here showing some crafting recipes. So what we're going to do after defeating Moda, you may have to do it a few times. We need a dragon head, so we need the Moda trophy, and we need a dragon's heart, which has a chance to drop from Moda. Once you get these two, you can sort of start crafting things necessary for the mod. As well as that, we're going to need some spirit crystal, which drop from the stone golems in the mountains. They're fairly common. We're going to need a stone golem trophy, and we're going to need some freeze glands, the dragon tear, and we're going to need another dragon egg, which can be used to spawn the Moda boss. So starting off, I think we might start off with the dragon essence here. To make dragon essence, we need 30 crystals, spirit crystals. We need 100 freeze glands, we need 1 Moda trophy, and we need 1 stone golem trophy. Now, some of you who might be new to Valheim might have been playing it for years. You might not even think there's a stone golem trophy. It is very, very rare, hardly drops at all, so good luck with that. If you do maybe want to adjust the drop rate, there is a mod called Drop That, which I'll show up on the screen now. You can use that to adjust the spawn rates of different items and different drops, to enhance your chances. Otherwise it could take a very long time before you get to dragons. As is, you don't get the dragons until at least defeating Moda, so that's fairly far in the game as is, so you might not want to keep sort of grinding. You just sort of want to get into it, particularly if you're a big dragon fan like myself. But after we make the dragon essence, we can combine that with a dragon egg, 1 dragon tear, 1 dragon's heart, and 1 dragon essence. And I just also want to emphasize, these are all made in the artesian table as well, so we, yeah, again, it's after Moda that we can do all this. But anyways, combining all this in the artesian table, we can make Moda's egg, which is this grey egg I've got here. We're going to place it down soon. And to get this one here, there is this is Smaug's egg. We can get this after defeating the queen, and then once we do that, we can then make Grimthor's egg. So we've got a snow, like mountain dragon, a fire dragon, and a lightning dragon. Don't worry, we're going to show them all off very soon. As well as that, this mod adds the snow mountain boars. Before we get to the dragons, the good bit, we're just going to cover this real quick. So here we have a snow mountain boar I've named Piggles. Hello Piggles. As you can see, we can click E on them, similar to the wolves, and they will follow us around. As you can see, they will follow us around though, and they can attack for us. They serve like a little bit of a companion. There is also a saddlebag. I've just realized I don't have spawned in. Let me just see if I can find that real quick. Snowball. Okay, maybe I can't find it. I'm going to put a picture up of what it is, but it's a carry bag so that you can store things in it, and it can follow you around like a little cart in a sense. But to tame him, we need, or to tame a snowball, we just need this here, which I've got here. We've got the berries and cream, which we can make after getting freeze glands. So you'll find these guys in the mountains, and these are essential part of the Dragon Riders mod, sorry. We need to use these to feed our dragons. It's the only food source that they will eat, and that's to restore their stamina and restore their health. So pretty essential. We can't breed these guys either, and that's just to encourage having to go out with your dragon and hunt them to, I don't know, yeah, keep going, so you can't just automate this sort of thing here. But yeah, so we can name it and we can get it to follow us and attack for us. So that's pretty cool there. They're not too strong either. They are just sort of like a big boar. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Anyways, moving on to the fun things. We're going to get onto the dragon armor soon as well. Just hold your horses. So here we have Moda's egg. I'm just going to pick this one up first. So each of these dragons has a 3-hour growth cycle. I believe it's about 3 hours. It takes 30 seconds to hatch the egg, which to do that we just need to place our egg down near a fire, not like that. Let me just try that again. I'll just throw it in the corner here. But yeah, so we just need to have snow boar handy to be able to feed our dragon, and it will be able to grow up over the span of 3 hours. So as you can see, it's just got this little particles coming off it now. That means it's going to start hatching. So we just need to wait 30 seconds and it will hatch. The dragon has a few growth stages. I believe it's about 5. The first 2, it'll just follow you around, but the third stage, you can actually ride it, which is really cool, and that's where the sort of real fun part of this mod begins. While we're waiting for the dragon to hatch here, I don't think it's too OP, this mod. I think it's reasonably balanced, particularly if you don't adjust the stone golem spawn rate for the trophy. Okay, anyway, so sorry, here we have our dragon here. So we have mountain dragon hatchling. Hey little guy. This one is probably my favorite design of the dragons, but we can rename him, so we're going to name him Snowy for the time being. If we click E, Snowy will follow us around and just flying above our heads. Now you do just want to be careful, because if I clicked E on Snowy right now, Snowy would fly up and we wouldn't be able to reach him. So that is where we have another necessary part that this mod adds, and that is the beast horn. We make the beast horn, or sorry, we get the beast horn from the snow boar, and I just realized we actually need to spawn the crafted version of this. Okay, and so I managed to find it. The recipe for the beast horn will appear right now, so you can see that there. But here we have the beast horn. It's the same, or the Viking beast horn, and we can use this to call our dragon. So if I click E on him now, he's just going to fly off and idle around. And we could build up a little staircase, but maybe we don't want to do that. If we use left click on the beast horn, just like that, we do a little blow of it, and now he is going to follow me around again. So we can use that, and I believe if I click middle click, he will now be set on his own. So we can use middle click to release the beast. We can use left click to summon it again. I will just note, this isn't something you can use anywhere on the map. The dragon has to be somewhat in proximity to you. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. Anyways, so you can see if we hover over, it will say that he is hungry. So in order to feed him, we just need to grab our snow mountain boar. When you kill them, we won't kill our little pet over there, but when you kill them, we get a little drop like that. I can just throw him down, and if I set him to... Oh, okay, well sometimes you have to set them to stay, but I guess not. So now it will say he is happy, and he will continue to grow. So this is going to take around 30 to 40 minutes until you can ride it at its first riding stage. So I might just spawn in a grown-up one real quick. We'll just do something here. Hang on, dragon. Okay, you know what? Gonna flash back forward again. I'll be right back. Okay, so here we are. I've spawned in a dragon. He isn't tamed just yet, so I am just going to do the tame command, and he is now ours. So you can't actually breed these dragons. You can't find them in the wild, so what I just did there, you can't really do naturally. You've just got to hatch them from the egg, so they will automatically be tamed. But here we have Mountain Dragon. We're going to call him Snowy Senior, and here's Snowy Senior here. So when a dragon is at this stage, it will be able to be ridden. And as you can see, he will stop flying once he gets, I think it's the growth stage after this, they will stop flying. So he will just follow us around now. And also these dragons can attack for you as well. They shoot like an ice beam, a fire beam, or a lightning beam, or lightning ball, I mean. And we can fire from them while riding, but we do need some other mods there. So I believe it's called Better Riding, and then I think Dragon Extras or something. I'll put those mods up on the screen too. They should download as dependencies, but if not, I'll just show them and link them there just in case. We do need those extra mods as well in order to fly up and down. Without those mods, you sort of just have to find a high elevation, and you can only move on the horizontal plane. But anyways, moving on to the fun part here. We have the bone saddle here, which I'll show the recipe for that now. And you can see that there. I'm just going to release little Snowy, and I'm going to put the saddle on Snowy Senior here. So if I just click 2 with the saddle in my hotbar, just like any normal Valheim tameable creature that you can ride, and then we can see the saddle there. So we just have to look at the saddle, we can remove it, or we can click E to get on it. So now you can see I have mounted Snowy Senior here, and we can just walk around. That's just me tapping W. He's just going to automatically walk forward, or I can just hold it down, or you can hold right click to steer. We can sprint as well, and I'll also just notice there, or I'll get you guys to notice the stamina down there at the bottom, and we have the health as well. So you can see that he is hungry. When he is hungry, he will not generate health or stamina as quickly. Just something to note, but we can also jump with space, and that's pretty cool, so you can do that. And while in the air, we can tap F, and we can fly. So here's where the mod gets really, really cool. So we can fly up, we can fly down, we can hold shift, and we can glide and sort of boost. You'll notice as well that the stamina there is getting like burned through. That's when we tap space. Every time we tap space, we can use a bit of stamina up there. So if I land down here and I feed him, I'll just spawn in another snow boar. Here we have one here. Now if I could get off him, he should just eat that if I get him to stay. Okay, maybe I just need to throw that. There we go. Okay, so he'll eat that, and he should be happy now. Yep. Follow, and we'll ride him. So as you can see, his stamina now is all the way regenerated just from eating, and once they are happy, if I stop there, we can see the stamina will regenerate very fast. These dragons can swim too. Once they are in the water though, they can't jump out, but they don't drain stamina, so you just got to be careful about that. Make sure if you are flying from island to island that you know that you can make it, otherwise you're going to be in for a long, long swim, and God forbid you find a sea serpent. But while riding, we can do left click, so I'll just stop us here. That's going to use up our stamina, and we can fly one ice projectile out. Isn't the most accurate thing. I would suggest when you do see something that you do want to shoot with the dragon, we can come up to it here. We've got a boar, for instance, and if is he going to notice us? Okay, maybe I need to turn off debug mode. Okay, that boar might attack us. No, maybe if I get off. Let's see if I can just punch this thing. Oh, okay, that boar is tamed. Well, okay, let me spawn in something to fight. We'll just do a grey dwarf. There we go. Okay, so you're gonna start. Okay, so we can see he's gonna shoot ice there. They also have a bite attack. They're pretty strong. They've got a lot of health. I wouldn't maybe suggest bringing even the adult dragons into the plains. They do take a bit of damage from them. But I will just spawn in the rest of the dragons here. So the same with the other ones. We're going to do, we're going to throw the egg in front of the fire. That's just going to wait for 30 seconds to hatch, and then once it hatches, it's the same. But for the most part, all the dragons are fairly the same. I think some of the other ones, the fire and the lightning one, do have a little bit more health. But, you know, I prefer the snow one, so I'm going to be using the snow one at the start here. But just 1 second, we're going to spawn in one of the fire dragons. I'll just get the right command up. Okay, we'll just spawn in an adult one. Okay, so here we have the Scorched Tail. We're just going to tame him real quick. So this is actually, I think this is a fully grown one. Maybe it might not be. But anyways, we can see the fire dragon there. I'm just going to remove the saddle off our little friend here. So I can just grab that. Thank you. And we're going to put the saddle on here. So we've got our Scorched Tail dragon. If we ride him. So this is the second dragon we can get. Again, I'll put up the crafting recipe for that. Okay, yeah, I don't believe this is the full size dragon. I think there might be one more growth stage above this, because they do get quite big. But as you can see, the flying is the same. We jump, we tap F, then we can fly. Left click here is going to shoot out some little fire projectiles there. And that's pretty much the same. Then we'll spawn in the lightning one real quick. So here is the lightning dragon, the Thunderjaw. Let me just grab this back. Thank you. And we're just going to tame him as well. Sorry if the grass is a bit in the way there. Let me just zoom in. Okay, and then here we have the lightning dragon. So his left click is just a little energy projectile there. So that is what the lightning dragon looks like. Very cool. Again, I think I prefer the snow one, but you know, maybe that is fully grown. Anyways, there's growth stages. So that's pretty cool. Alright, so those are the dragons. That's basically all we have to see from them. These are the eggs of the lightning one and the fire one. So if I just put them by the fireplace here, you would see that they would hatch. So pretty cool. Anyways, we also have this dragon armor here, finally. We have the Dragon Rider set, including a cape. We have the dragon shield, and we have the dragon crown, which we will adorn ourselves right now with. So I'll just equip that real quick. Now, unfortunately, the only way to get the dragon armor here, we see we get you feel Motor's frigid embrace, but the only way to get the dragon armor, as far as I understand, is with dragon scales, which unfortunately you can only get from the death of your own dragon. I don't think Motor drops them, so happy farming your children there. But anyways, we've got the dragon armor here. It looks pretty cool, kind of an upgrade to the silver armor I just had. If we look at it here, we can see the chest plate at level 1 gives us 40 armor minus 5% speed, like most heavy armors. Again, same for the leggings. And then the helmet and the cape give us 2 special effects. So we get Wind Waker, dragon wings urge you on, you shall always have tailwind while sailing, and you shall swiftly carry heavy burdens even over the coldest mountains. We see that there's an effect duration for 300 there. I don't know if that, just give that to me now if I click. Okay, yeah, no, I see at the top there. So it must be when you equip it. Then we have Wind Waker up in the top right there, so that's pretty cool. And we also have Dragon Leap, which is from the cape here, so we can get a 5 meter per second fall speed, minus 100% fall damage, plus 50 jump height, and plus 100% jump length. So if I jump up there, you can see that I go fairly high and I glide down like a dragon. So if you are riding your dragon and you fall off, you may want this cape. The crafting recipe for this armor set will be shown on the screen now as well. There you go, very cool. Anyways, in addition to that, we also have the dragon shield, which as you can see very much blends in with the armor there, but we can do that to block, and that has how much? 115 block armor and 75 block force, so that's pretty cool. We also have this little crown here, which doesn't give us any benefits as far as I'm aware. They are indestructible, but as you can see, we've got a cool little blue crystal crown there. So that's basically all for the dragon mod. If you have any questions or queries, do leave them in the comments below. I am pretty active and quick, pretty responsive. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you want to see more Valheim mod reviews, please leave that in the comments so I know. Alright, have a good day. Bye. Thank you.